Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to yet another segment of Getting Down to Business with MzBee. I am your girl, Bianca, MzBee Brownlee. I am a mentor across the board. I have someone who is doing a project for me, and they labeled me, they said, mentor of beauty, business, and everything in between. So I love that because that pretty much sums up everything that I do, right? But I am, just to be more specific, I am, hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Come on in and hit share for me if you would. We have this is Getting Down to Business with MzBee, and in this platform we have 1 hour. We are in here for 1 hour of power, where we discuss all tools, tips, and topics on how to be in business and stay in business. Hello, Karina. Hello, Gloria. Hello, Jay. Hello. Thank you so much. You all go ahead, like I said, come on in the room and then go ahead and hit share for me. For all of those, I want all of the business hopefuls. Also want all of the ones that are all already in entrepreneurial endeavors and fields and things like that, and they're doing their thing in the world of in the area of entrepreneurship. Okay, so just to give a brief background of who I am and what I do. Again, I am Bianca MzBee Brownlee. I am owner and proprietor of Beauty by MzBee Salon Studios. I am a master cosmetology instructor. I teach everything from hair and healthy hair and healthy scalp, the prevention of hair breakage, thinning, shedding, and loss, certified trichologist in that area. Also, I am an advanced cut and color artist and instructor in that area too. I am also the CEO of BB Entertainment. Is an entertainment firm where we showcase the underground artists, the people who they have gifts, skills, abilities, talents, all of the things, and yet they don't have areas and platforms to showcase their ability. I give them that platform by way of BB Entertainment, New Music Monday, all of those things. Okay, and I also represent entities in the field of music and entertainment. Okay, also I am the co-founder of BTS Awards, Behind the Scenes Awards and Recognition, where it's a platform where we honor and celebrate everybody who operates behind the scenes. Those ones who will hardly get any attention, hardly get any appreciation, any recognition, and so, but they're working right now. Hey Aquila, how are you? They're working. Hey Katrina, they're working to get things done, and because of their work, the finished products is what we see and what we celebrate and all of those things. So what we like to do in Behind the Scenes Awards and Recognition, we like to shine a spotlight on those individuals that really are the ones that are in the paint, in the dirt. Hello, Skylar. In the war, you know what I mean? Getting the things done. And so behind the scenes, and they're not doing it for accolades. They're just doing it for the love of people and the love of their ability and skill. And so we want to honor them in that platform. Right now, here recently, we've been honoring every single day one of the hospitals or the first responders that have really been out there working on the behalf of the communities and the people. They have been out there putting their own selves at risk, and their families and friends. They're missing out on all of them just to be out there to do the work for us, the community, the people. And so we've been highlighting them every single day. Okay, hello Coco, how are you? Okay, so I am and then we have an upcoming event in 2021. I'm so glad that we moved it from 2020 because all of this stuff is going on right now, you guys. But the focus for our 2021 event was first responders. So how appropriate is it right now for us to shine the light on those individuals? And so that's what we're doing right now. Before we're giving them the roses now before we get to 2021. Okay, we're gonna honor them by way of red carpet, paparazzi. You know what I'm saying? Dinner, red carpet events, and the whole 9 yards. Performers and trophies and all of those things. Hello, Critique. That's what we're going to do this time next year. So, but for right now, we're giving them their roses right now because they deserve it right now. In fact, everybody should be thanking them right now. Okay. Hello, Sydney. And so now I am president of One Vision Entertainment. That is an independent record label that, again, represents the underground, gives the underground artists that place to call home. Okay. We sculpt, we refine. Hello, Casey. We develop the abilities and the craft of those individuals and represent them and teach them and groom them and kind of steer them in the right direction in their industry, in their gift, and in their talent. We take over all of the legwork so that all they have to do is be an artist. That's it. That's it. That's all. Okay. And we're one that's not going to take advantage of them. Hello, somebody. All right. And I am creator of this platform, Getting Down to Business with MzBee. I'm creator of Midday Makeover with Beauty by MzBee. I am creator of Foodie Fridays with MzBee. I am also creator of Father-Daughter Talk with Pop Brown, my father. Hello, Miss Beverly. I am creator of New Music Monday, MzBee's Tea Party, Workout Wednesdays, and soon and up and coming Women Talk Wednesdays. Okay? All right, you guys. That is it about me, Lord Jesus. I'm also the author of a new publication, Make Up With Yourself. If you do not have your copy of this book, you need to get your copy of this book. It is not, let me just preface this. It's not about makeup. Okay, I am taking the process and the step-by-step policy of a makeup application on what you would do to ensure a flawless finish in your face. I'm taking those very steps and applying them to your life so that it will ensure a flawless finish in your life. Okay, so you want to get this book. It is very easy, quick read. Not tiny wording, all of that. You can knock this out in an hour or two, depending on how fast you read, okay? Or you can definitely take this book and chew on it. What I mean by chew on it, take chapter by chapter. There are lessons in each chapter. Take chapter by chapter. Read a chapter a day. Kind of meditate on that chapter for that day. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many things that you could do in this book, and so many lessons to learn in this book. Again, not about makeup. It's about making not your external self, but making up with your making up your internal self. Okay. All right. Get your book. You can get this book. All of the information on how to get a signed autograph copy is in the captions. But if you want and prefer an ebook, you can go to Amazon Kindle, get your ebook, and if you want it in audio form, you can get it by way of Audible. Okay. All right, you guys. Today's topic is marketing and communication amid COVID-19. Okay. I know you all have seen all of the creative different ways and aspects that everybody has been going about keeping themselves relevant, keeping their word out there, keeping their message out there, keeping their crafts out there. They have really been going above and beyond. Hey, Bridget, happy birthday, Bridget, and getting everything done, maintaining their relevance, maintaining their craft. They are not sitting on their ability. They're actually still utilizing everything. Right now, let me tell you something. There is no upper class, middle class, lower class. There is no what is it? There is no rich and the poor. There is no celebrity and this. Honey, we are all on the same playing field right now. We are all on the same level. We all are isolated. Hello, Stony. We all are social distancing. We all got to be in the house by a certain time. We're all wearing masks. We're all wearing gloves. We're all trying to take provision. We're all with our families. We're all with our friends. We're all, whatever the case, we all are under the same restrictions and rules. We are all on the same playing field right now. So there's no big eyes and little U's. There's none of that happening right now. Right now, we are human and human. We are human and human. Right now, we are essential and non-essential. Those are the only two categories that's happening right now. Essential, non-essential. Essential, non-essential, okay? And unfortunately, some of our businesses are considered non-essential, meaning that doesn't mean it's irrelevant. It just means that right now it's not important. It's not a need. It's not a resource. It's not something that you need to survive. Okay, so I am in the field of beauty and entertainment. Entertainment, of course, those are great things to have to get us through this stuff. Music, yes, Lord, we need the music and we need the dance and we need to keep lively and joyous and things like that amid the storm, amid the foolishness, okay? However, beauty, that was a luxury. That was a privilege and stuff. So naturally, I have been one of the ones that is deemed non-essential. So I had to shut down my business. Now, the unfortunate part about this whole thing is, number one, it causes you to miss income that you normally would have missed, that you normally would have made. Okay, so if you're accustomed to grossing, $2,000 to $2,500 or $3,000 a week in business, if you're non-essential, you are not making any of that. You're not making a dime of that right now. okay? Because it takes for my business to thrive as far as offering services and things like that. For my business to thrive, I have to see my clients. They have to come to my door. They have to sit in my chair. We have to be in close proximity. I have to physically put my hands on them. I have to physically put my eyes on them. Okay, so it's like in those arenas right there, for especially for the beauticians and the world of beauty and the field of beauty. Come on, in order for you to do those things, makeup and things like that, honey, you have to see customers. You have to see clients. Doctors have to see patients. Dentists have to see patients. You gotta examine their teeth. You gotta be up close and personal. You gotta be in close proximity with them. And right now, that's just not the best thing to do. Hello, Miss Allen. That is something that we are advised against right now because of the the particles that's in the air and things like that. Right now, at first, when COVID-19 started happening, when it first was introduced, it was contagious by way of touching, you know what I'm saying? And us scratching our faces. And if it gets into our mouth, our eyes, our nose, blah, 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 then that was the thing. Now it's airborne. Why? Because number one, we refuse to follow instructions. Okay, and stay in the house. Number two, we're not putting our mask on. We're not taking the proper provisions and protections when it comes down to our health. We're not wearing our mask. We're not wearing our gloves. We're not heeding to the advice of our health and our government officials, our health care providers and our government officials. We're not doing those things. And so now, when we're in the state of emergency, we have done everything but called the martial law, you know what I'm saying, and enforce martial law. We're near. Hello, Karen. We're near. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Hey, Joyce. So those things, yeah, we need to really, 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 right now we're in a state. Right now we're in a state as a whole, as a globe, okay? As a globe, again, there are no statuses now. There are no classes. There are no, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, big eyes, little U's. There are no celebrities. Everything that we idolize, and the people that we idolize have been reduced. Everybody is on the same playing field. Hello, Lori. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's on the same. We all have the same rules to abide by. So right now, if you are in the world of entrepreneurship, or if you had a storefront, and your storefront and your business was contingent on seeing customers, it was contingent on seeing people, physically having the people to come to you, then the question is like, okay, what am I to do? What am I to do? I'm a hairstylist. What can I do? I'm a this, I'm a that. What can I can't do anybody. That's a lie. That is a lie. We have said this. I've talked about this last year. How, and what I called internet real estate. Meaning you need to have, I don't care what your business is. I don't care what your business is. I don't care what your talent is, what your skill is. You need to have internet real estate. I discussed this last year and the importance of it last year before COVID-19. Because what's happening now? Everybody is on social media. Everybody has a piece of real estate right now. Everybody. Okay? You have artists out here that have the way that they eat is by way of ticket sales. Ticket sales to what? Ticket sales to their concerts. We've been instructed we can't have gatherings like that. So all concerts have been shut down. All concerts have been shut down. Hey, Pam. You know what I'm saying? So how are they creatively continuing to remain relevant and to keep their craft tip-top shape? They're holding online concerts. I absolutely love it. They're holding online concerts. Churches right now, that is a full organization. They thrive off parishioners coming to the church house. We're instructed and advised not to do that no more. Why? So what are they doing? Holding services via live. You guys, I've been talking about this since last year. This is a free platform that you can use to monetize yourself. As a salon owner, as a service provider in the beauty arena, naturally, I can't put my hands on somebody, but what I have offered is virtual hair appointments, virtual makeup appointments. What do you mean by when you say virtual hair and makeup appointments? I mean, they can book a session with me, book a time with me. Of course, it wouldn't cost as much as it would if they were here and I was doing it myself. But I can, yes, Bridget, they're, I love it. I absolutely love it too. So what they can do is they can book a time with me, and I'm doing one-on-one video just like I'm doing right here. And with their tools that they have at home, I'm able to walk them through every single step. Comb here, do this. Take your curling iron and do this. Position your hand this way. Do this. Naturally, they can't do it like I would do it because it's a flick of the wrist. You know what I'm saying? However, it gets them through until they can get back to me. Make yourself available even when you're unavailable. You see what I'm saying? Make yourself reachable even when they can't reach you. Reach you, as in physical reach you. There are ways to do things. Musicians, okay? A lot of the musicians, all the musicians, the way that they can provide for themselves is by gigging. They have to have gigs. They got to play. They got to they got to play for different artists. They got to do this and a third. How do you do what you do? Again, online. Offer instructional courses via online. You can do that one-on-one. Someone who wanted to learn how to play the bass guitar forever. Right now, they got time to do so. So that means musicians, if you are a skilled bassist, you should be offering online classes, one-on-one, video, one-on-one classes, or even group. You can go by way of, there's so many different streaming softwares that you can use to put yourself out there. Communication amid COVID-19. Just because we have a global pandemic doesn't mean you have to stop what you're doing. You don't have to lose momentum. You don't have to lose your speed. You don't have to lose your vision. You certainly don't have to lose your goals. You can still stay on target. You can still stay on task. Okay? The doctors are doing FaceTime appointments. Absolutely. They can't physically touch you, but you can definitely have those one-on-ones. There is always a way to get the job done. Will it be inconveniencing? Probably so. Probably so, but you have to tune your business and adjust it to the time that we're in right now. And the time that we're in, if not for these one-on-ones, if not for this ability to be able to reach out and still speak to you all, then I don't know where we would be. If we couldn't continue to communicate, no, we cannot be in each other's presence. And I know some people like myself, I like the hugs and I like the stuff or whatever the case. I also like my quiet time. You know what I'm saying? So if you had clients that needed to be right there in your okay, sorry about that. We lost connection there. Okay, so if you are a business and your business is contingent on physically seeing customers, there's always so many different ways. How about this? How about email marketing? How about staying in touch with your customers via email marketing? How about reaching out to them and giving them updates, checking on them? How about that? Right now, because again, it would be different if this pandemic was just statewide or citywide or, just our country or whatever the case. No. Hey, Melena, this is a global thing, which means everybody has had to adjust the way that they do business. So now it's way more feasible for us to do what we got to do via online. The reason that I didn't have to slow down in what I was doing is because I've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? I've been going live. I've been going out live actively for the past 3 years now. You see what I'm saying? So that right there, it didn't slow me down. The only thing that slowed down for me was my salon, because midway through the 3rd week of March, I was instructed to shut it down. Shut it down. And if I did not shut it down, then I could lose my business license and my operating license. And I've worked entirely too hard to lose either. Okay? Entirely too hard. Unfortunately, I still have some clients that still want to press the issue. Okay? As recent as yesterday. messaging. And it's worse now. The coronavirus is worse now than it was in the very beginning. And people are still trying it. They're still trying. It's so crazy. I'm not understanding, but they're part of the problem. That's all I'm saying. But I have to make it known. I tell them, I am not servicing people. And then secondly, the reason that I'm not servicing people is because number one, we were instructed not to. Number two, we could lose our licensing all because of you and your $40 appointment. Nowhere in the world. You and your $40 aren't worth it. Love you dearly. But go social distance yourself. If you don't care about my health, I need you to care about your own. Okay? Thanks. See you on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, once this is over, I already know, child, I might strike $1 million the first weekend back in the salon, child, because, you know, folks is going through it. They going through it right now, honey. Them B2Bs are talking, okay? But that's right. But then that's another thing, too, that I noticed as well. Now we have a bigger appreciation for those people that we took advantage, that we took for granted. Because I will say, not all of my clients, because I love every last one of them, but the majority of some of my clients, they took advantage of the fact that they had it good, okay? Because I was catering and caring for them. And when people started, you know, it's already in the area that I'm in. I already made my prices affordable for the clientele. I don't want to break you. I want you to continue to have a regimen, okay? I want you to have a regimen. But I want it to be affordable for you to have a regimen. I don't want to just see you tax time. You see what I'm saying? Because when tax time, everybody get their hair done every other day, right? Because everybody rich all of a sudden for about 2.5 months. Hey, Pam. Pamela says, what if they sold products? They're selling products from the salon when they should be closed. Product selling is different. Now, if they're having the people to come to the salon, then that's different. If they're handing out, you know what I'm saying, out the door, then that's one thing. I have product that I still sell, okay? Because, and the reason I'm saying, but I ship mine. I ship mine out. It ain't, you know, you can come to the door, okay? I ship mine out, all right? Because I have product. I still have product. People can still buy. You can still buy an order just like you can buy Amazon. You can buy whatever. Now, Amazon and the grocery stores, I will say, as of yesterday, I learned that the grocery stores are now on, like Walmart, they're not allowing you to buy clothes anymore, shoes, all of those things, you know, mechanics and all of those things, because they're not essential things that you need right now in this time. So they're like blocking off stores. However, however, you can order them online. You can still order your stuff online or whatever the case. Amazon is shipping out first the essential items, not only first. So if your product normally, like if you have Amazon Prime and you would normally get your stuff in about 2 days, depending on what you're ordering, it may not come though in those 2 days. It may come later because they're getting the essential orders out first. If you order your tissue and all the water, blah, 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 then you'll get that soon. But the other stuff, if you order, you know what I'm saying, a nail kit or something like that, or some lanyards and balloons and flowers, you'll get that later on. You know, once the essential stuff is sent out, which I understand. But now in my business though, with me being a hair salon, okay, I use a certain brand of product on my clients, okay? And that is what I use consistently since they began coming to me and sitting in my chair. Hey, Kendra. Okay, now, and because of the product that I use and the consistency of their appointments every week or every 2 weeks, that meant that their hair and their scalp is accustomed to a certain product, certain ingredients, certain brands, which means in order for me to maintain and for them to maintain their track record in their healthy hair and healthy scalp, they have to consistently use what I was using. Do not believe the myth, hey, Miss Jones, that every shampoo, it's just a shampoo. It's just shampoo. You can use it. It's just conditioner. That is a lie. You can confuse your hair. You can confuse your scalp. You can throw those things off and you will revert back to what you once had. Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Jones. So in order to maintain the work that I put in for years on their hair, I need them to use what I was using to consistently continue the process. So that's why I still offer product. That's why. Because if we're forced to be at home, you ain't got to be at home and suffer. You can be at home and still do right by your hair and your scalp. That way, when it comes down to the back end, and once we're on the other side of this, then I can pick up where I left off. I won't have to start from scratch. Your hair don't have to start from scratch. Your scalp don't have to start from scratch. You see what I'm saying? So you can still offer your services. Again, be reachable without being reached. Okay? Be accessible without them accessing you. Okay? That is the whole point of translating your business from in-person online. From in-person online. Okay? Again, if you offer services, like I said, myself, I have now reverted over to virtual hair appointments. Virtual hair appointments. One of my clients, she had me first thing in the morning. She had to get ready for work because she's an essential worker. She had to get ready for work. And she said, MzBee, I need your help because I can't wear a headscarf every day. Okay? And quite as it's kept, a lot of people don't know how to do their stuff. A lot of people, that's why they gather your services because they just don't know how to do what you do. And that's what makes you effective. That's what makes your business effective. Is your business a solution to a problem? Again, that's something else that we talked about too. Your business, you have to create a business and format your business that your business is a solution to a problem. An everyday problem. Is your business a solution to an everyday problem? Because if it is, then although society says you're not essential, you are still essential to that person because they still have a problem if you're not there. They have a problem if they can't utilize you. And so remain the solution by way of video. Okay. And I got up early with her, same time she would get up to get ready for work. And sure enough, I walked her through it. I sure did. I sat right here and I walked her through it. And she had a gorgeous hairstyle at the end of it. She sure did. So those things, I already offered the one-on-one makeup courses and stuff via webinars and stuff like that. Here's the thing for you all, because right now Facebook has taken away the option to bring in multiple people. So you can't do lives. I mean, Instagram Live still has it, but Facebook took it away for whatever reason. They don't want, they no longer allow you to bring a guest onto your live. However, Facebook is not the only streaming platform. You do understand. You can take it's a software called StreamYard, StreamYard.com, StreamYard.com. Okay. For those who want to utilize that feature of bringing someone else on. For those who want to use it's a more sophisticated looking software, a more sophisticated looking platform. Utilize that. And on top of that, you can tie all of your social media platforms and pages into that particular software, StreamYard. You can connect all of your pages. And that way, when you go live on one, you go live on all. I'm going to get on Zoom, Pam. When you go live on one, you can go live on all simultaneously. Multicasting. Okay? Again, it's a more sophisticated looking software where you can put up banners, you can put your logo up in the thing and all of that stuff. Tie in your Periscope, tie in your Instagram, tie in your Facebook, tie in your groups, tie in everything. StreamYard.com. Now, going to Zoom. Zoom allows you to have multiple people. Now, StreamYard allows you to have up to 6 people. 6 people on your screen. And you can pull them up. You can talk to them. You can dismiss them. They can be in the background. You can bring them in when you're ready. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Very nice. Now, it's a little tedious. So you really got to work with it. I'm still learning it myself, which is why I haven't introduced it. I haven't put it out there yet. However, I like to perfect things before I get going. I don't want to introduce it and be having kinks and glitches and not software glitches, but user glitches. Okay, so I want to perfect it myself. But as I'm perfecting it, you all can be perfecting it on your own as well. Zoom is another one. Zoom has the ability to have a whole bunch of people on there. Like I said, StreamYard, 6 people, including you. So 5 others, including you. Okay? But depending on what you're doing or whatever the case, you may not need as many. So StreamYard works for me. Okay? Unless I'm hosting a huge class, which I wouldn't want to do that. Because on Zoom, on your screen, you have, you know, the squares and people's video and stuff like that, which makes your square. I know you can enlarge yours or whatever the case, but I would want to see people. Because if I'm teaching a class and I want to see, it's like a look and learn. I want to see what you're doing. I want to see what everybody's doing. I want to be able to visibly see you and make sure that you're doing what I'm showing. Okay. But for others who teach and just have a discussion, or you're just having a panel or something like that, then that will be a platform for you to do. So go and try out Zoom. There's so many different facets that you can use right now to keep your marketing going, to keep your business going, to keep your communication going. Text. You can do a mass text. Okay, sign up for, I think it's free text or text free or something like that, where it develops a 5-digit number. And if you want people to text you, you can have them text the word, you know, cookie. If you're a bakery, text the word cookie to 57232. There you go. Text the word Salon to 44762. You know what I'm saying? Those are cool things to do, because it fits within the dynamic of what we're doing right now. So you don't have to take this time and say, oh, I'm doomed in business. I can't do it no more. The government just shut me down, this and then the third. You don't have to be that. You don't have to be a victim to this circumstance. Take these lemons and make a bomb Arnold Palmer. Okay? That's what you do. That's exactly what you do. Work, maneuver. Don't derail. Reroute. Do not derail. Reroute. That's what you do. Reroute. Move with the situation. Okay? Don't come undone because of it. Reroute yourself. Reroute your business. Your vision does not have to stop. Your mission does not have to cease. You can continue to go and do what you're supposed to, what you were doing, just in a different manner. What's the old saying? It's more than one way to skin a cat. I don't know why we came up with that. I don't know why we skinning cats, but that's the saying. There's more than one way to skin a cat. So find another way, but get it done. Find another way, but get it done. Right now, we're all at home, except for those people who are, you know, having to go out and stuff, the essential workers. We're all at home. Okay? We're all at home. I go live in the evening, which means that if I'm not communicating with customers, clients, or whatever the case, or shipping and all of that stuff, then that means that I have time to play around with some software. Well, I'm amid a packing situation. I'm about to relocate, but during that time, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. Absolutely, fam. You know, reroute, come up with a plan. You know what I'm saying? Jot it down. Jot down a plan that works for you, that will allow you to be able to be creative in different ways. How can I do? Okay, what platforms are out here? What can I do? What can I use? There's so many different things that you can do, and there's so many ways that you can execute still execute productivity. Absolutely. You should not have to stop. You should never have to stop, no matter what the circumstances. Okay. Now, you might be slowed down because of it, because again, that is the salon was the bulk of my income. However, I'm yet living. I am still here. And so are you. And so are you. And the dynamics of our new rules, because I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, we're going to be on the other side of this. Yes, we are. However, there are some things about this life that will never be the same as a result of this. Okay? So, let's talk hypothetically speaking. Let's talk hypotheticals. Right now, There's no school, no attending a school building for the remainder of the school year. Right now, all graduation commencements have been canceled. Right now, all prom events has been canceled. Right now, we're attending church by way of live. You can go to 5 churches on one Sunday. Okay? That's right, Pam. My business is a solution to a problem. The society may say I'm non-essential, but to my clients and customers, I'm very much so essential. They're knowing more now than ever before. Okay? Hypothetical is, you know, what if we never go back? What if school from now on, because now society sees that we can host school at home? What if that is the new norm? What if, you know, because we see, and based on what we're forced to do now, what if this is the way that we have to handle business? What if that's the case? Are you prepared for that? You know, can you maneuver with that? Because once upon a time, we would have said, we literally years ago, we would have said, oh, we'll never have to deal with that. Oh, that's never going to happen. The world shut down? No, how could the world be shut down? That'll never happen. No, we probably said this once upon a time. And yet we're here. We're here. So what do? How do we maneuver with this? You know? Because life is going on. Life will continue to go on. It is continuing to go on. So how do you ensure that you will not succumb to the circumstance? Not physically succumb, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. How do you ensure that you will not succumb to the circumstance? You stay ahead of it. Preparation, meeting opportunity, equals success. Preparation plus opportunity equals success. If you are prepared, always, and I understand even amid right now, they're saying at first we were supposed to be done with the shutdown by end of March. Then it moved to April. Then the end of April. Now it's moved to May. And if I were you, I would prepare for even longer. I would prepare for up to September. Because media only tells us enough to keep us slightly informed, but they cannot tell us the whole thing because they don't want to create a craze, a pandemonium. They don't want to create fear and just a chaotic situation. Okay? So they're giving us, they're spoon feeding us little by little. But you be ahead of the curve. Hello, Paulette. Be ahead of it. Preparation plus opportunity meets success. Always prepare, because you never know when the opportunity for you to implement some of those things will take an effect. And when the opportunity shows its head, you don't want to miss the opportunity because you were ill prepared. Preparation meets opportunity equals success. You will always be ahead of the game. You will always be ahead of the curve if you stay focused, stay prepared, ready yourself. What's the old saying? You don't dress for where you are, you dress for where you're going. Okay? We don't ever prepare ourselves or just work for where we are. We have got to prepare ourselves for where we're going. Okay? Pam says, in times like this, you gain great opportunity. Absolutely. If your eyes are focused, okay? Paulette said, I want to start a lip gloss and lash line, but don't know where to start. Well, you got to know exactly what your vision is. Start off with your name. Start off with your establishing yourself as a business. You could grab yourself an EIN, a Duns & Bradstreet. Both are free. Okay, get yourself structured as a business. If you want, you need some one-on-one services, and you can reach out to me, or because I do charge for my services, my consultation services. But what you can do is go back to all of my lives that I've been doing, getting down to business with MzBee every Thursday, where I'm giving out free tidbits and stuff like that, and you can work it yourself. Now, it might take longer that way. However, you'll get it done. Okay? There are vendors out here. You know what I'm saying? I have vendors for you too. Now, the problem that I ran into, and I was forced to find local vendors, is because my vendor, one of my biggest vendors, was over in China, Shanghai to be exact. And so right now, I am still waiting on the shipment to come in because it came from China. And because our lovely government knew about this COVID-19 last year, around October of last year, my shipment was due to be here in December of last year. And it has been held at customs since December of last year. Okay? Because of COVID-19, but no one wanted to say anything because we didn't want to cause a pandemonium. That's what, according to government and border. But this is why. Okay? I definitely need to get a one-on-one. Absolutely, Paulette, not a problem. I am here. Just inbox me whenever you're ready. And that goes for anybody. That goes for anybody. I can definitely help you get your business structured the right way. The way you don't just have a name and a hobby. Because until you get solidified as a business, that's all it is. It's a hobby. Okay? That's all it is. So I have a vendor list for you to be able to utilize and find someone locally in the United States of America. That way your shipments are not hindered. Okay? Yeah. Yep. So, but that's part of learning. It's part of learning and growing. Now, I've never had a situation with them before because this has been my vendor for the past 2 years. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 years almost. So I've never had a situation in that manner whatsoever. But because of COVID-19 and the government not informing us, the people of this country, about it prior to March, okay, they know about it already. Typically, when we get information like stuff like this, it's already too late. By the time we get it, it's too late, okay? Because they didn't hid it for months, trying to get around it, trying to resolve it, trying to do whatever without causing a whole scare, okay? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll look forward to it for sure. So, but in the meantime, come up with your concepts and things like that because we need to know where to begin. You got to give me something to work with. So come up with a name and stuff like that, and then have a vision for your business and stuff like that, and then we'll go from there. But it is definitely it's possible amid coronavirus to start and develop a business. Very much so possible. And probably more so now than ever, simply because, people scared. Prices are lowering. Hello. Prices are lowering. So it is more attainable and affordable now than it probably ever has been. So lock in your orders now at the price that they are right now. And then that way you get ahead again. Preparation meets opportunity equals success. That way you're prepared for when this opens back up, because as any other thing that we dealt with, this too shall pass. Okay? Then you will be prepared for the people that want it. They'll be excited to get back to, regular civilization. Seriously. Okay? So that's the thing. You want to, just because you might have, might have had a storefront, you might have had a business that it required people to come to and stuff like that, doesn't mean you're out of the game. Does not mean you're out of the game. I know people and business owners that has boutiques. They've had to close boutiques because, again, it is customer based. They had to close boutiques. That does not mean that they cannot get online and hold a whole fashion show online with their daughters, their sister, whoever they're, social distancing with, or even themselves. Go online and model your product. Okay? Don't just hold up a t-shirt and say, hey, yeah, y'all, I got this inside in small, medium, large. Put it on, because people they need a visual. We got to see how that thing gonna look. Okay? Okay, sounds good. We got to see how that thing look. If you're like me, I never like going to stores anyway. I prefer online shopping, honestly. And if not for the fact that I need to see whether it fits or not, you know what I'm saying? So that when I did find the stores that I love, then I know what size that I can get, and I know that it's going to fit me right. It's going to hug in areas I needed to hug. It's going to accentuate and disguise other areas, and you know what I'm saying? So I stick with that store. You know what I mean? That store we here. Okay? So, or those two stores, we here. All right? I absolutely hate Paulette trying on clothes. I absolutely hate it. I am that one that would buy it, that would grab it off the rack, buy it, go to the house, try it on. If it don't fit, I'm bringing it back. Yes, it's an inconvenience, but it is what it is. It's something about me in dressing rooms I don't like. I just don't like. I don't trust. There ain't no camera behind that mirror. It's a lot of stuff. I just don't like it, okay? I don't like it or whatever. I don't know if I need counseling or whatever. I don't know. Hey, Regina, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? That, listen. I trust the people. It's the devil I don't trust. You understand? You know, people let the devil in sometimes, you know. I'm just saying. You can't peep the goodies for free. You understand? Oh, okay. All right. Wrong show. Different show. Okay. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. You are not alone. You definitely have a partner in that situation. Hello, Marilyn. How are you? Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. So yes, in that you want to, so if you have a boutique, even if you have a lash line and stuff like that, you know, sometimes people want to see it. One thing I will say about, what is her name? Chanel. Chanel on here on Facebook. She's amazing at showing what she has. She don't just show a picture of it. Okay, hey guys, this is what I got. Order. That ain't what she does. She will take her lashes, she will put them on her face. And she'll model them. She'll take her and she'll do a whole makeup look and model them. She'll take her clothes. She has a clothing boutique. Okay? She'll take her clothes and she'll model them. Because what we operate off of visuals, okay? Mental visuals. Because when you're seeing her, you are visualizing yourself. Thank you, Paulette. When you see her, you're visualizing yourself in what she has on. So that's how you take these tools, and by way of Facebook Live, I literally watched her story. Okay? By way of Facebook Live, this one woman and her husband took her from just doing makeup just for therapy purposes, hey mantra, to owning a whole brand, a store, a clothing line, makeup, lashes, lash kits and tools, all of this in the course of what, 2 years? 2 years. 2 years. She has since showcased her stuff in Essence Fest, the whole 9 years. Hey, Joni. 2 years. Wasn't thinking about it. She and her husband she was a postal worker, I believe. Her husband worked at a grocery store. Listen, in 2 years, she done went from just doing makeup once a week for therapeutic purposes to console her in a loss, to now 2 years later, eliminating both their jobs, going from a rental property to owning their first home, paying for things outright, traveling when they want, having their own line, their own business systems, memberships, and monthly subscriptions. Listen, in 2 short years. But it starts with you stepping out of. Posting is what brings the people out. Posting and showing. Because everybody will not be. Here's the thing. This is my thing. The majority of my supporters are online. They were online before COVID-19. Unfortunately, just like Christ said in the Bible, the people in his own home, in his own town, because they were too familiar with him. You see what I'm saying? Hard work absolutely pays off. The people in his own town, they were too familiar with him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's just Jesus. That ain't, that's old, but you know what I'm saying? We see him every day. He's, we done heard what he said already. You know what I'm saying? We good. We know his message. Okay. Right, Paulette, we have to get uncomfortable to become comfortable. That's right. So the reason that they didn't hear him is because they were too familiar. Same thing in your own hometown. I know that's for a fact within what Social Chanel was saying. She was like, she's in Mobile, Alabama. People, Mobilians, they ain't really, you know what I'm saying? They're not her biggest customer and demographic. It's not going to be the people that are way too familiar with you. It's going to be the ones that can't get to you. It's going to be the ones that are watching you. Those are the ones that you're appealing to. Now, if you get some people from where you are and in your own city and stuff like that, that's beautiful. But 9 times out of 10, your customer base is not right there where you at. When you're online, your customer base is here, right here, which is why I was very, very, very clear last year when I said, get you some online real estate, internet real estate. Get you a presence online, because your presence, and here's another saying, the old saying that we know that it's not business, it's not personal, it's business. It's the total opposite. I learned this in another organization I was a part of. It is not business, it's personal. Why? Because if I don't like you, I'm not going to purchase your product. I'm not going to take part of your business. Okay? I don't care if you 5-star, 10-star, 20 stars. If I don't like you, I will never know what your business is giving. So it's not business, it's personal. The people got to like you in order for your business to be taken advantage of. You understand what I'm saying? Your business is a byproduct of you. All of these people, so many people that I know that is saying, well, I don't even care about it. You know, I don't need them in my personal, whatever the case. Just, hey, purchase, just swipe the card, cut the check. They're not going to do that, dear, if they can't stand you. If something about your personality they don't rock with, they're never going to purchase your product, ever. You're just going to have a bunch of stuff sitting on the shelf. Okay? A bunch of stuff sitting, a bunch of inventory. Thank you, Pam. Absolutely, that's wonderful. So with her, the reason that she's thriving is because, number one, she's transparent. She lets you know I'm a regular person just like yourself, okay? And in her daily story, don't get me wrong, she probably be a little more transparent than I am. However, teach his own. However you get down, that's how you get down. But she lets you know she's a regular person. She has regular issues. She got real issues like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Got kids and husband and dogs and fighting and best friends and all this stuff, whatever the case. So you know her. She makes you know her. And because you know her, then you know her business. Her business is a byproduct of her. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing in business, and that's why this time right now is very, very crucial in business and entrepreneurship. Because when you get on, if you have to face people like this, you got to make the people like you, honey. If they don't like you, child, I don't listen. You might have the best sweet potato pies out here, but I don't like you. I will never taste your sweet potato pies, dear, because I don't like you. Okay? Those people, her clientele or her customers, love her. They love her. That girl can put up a peanut butter jelly sandwich and say, I'm selling it for $20, baby. They're going to buy her out of that PB&J sandwich. Why? Because they love her. And then they know, here's another thing. Then they know that she's not just shooting hot air. Hey, Sylvette. They know that she is a quality person. Therefore, anything that she presents to us is going to be quality in itself. Therefore, if she says purchase it, it's worth it. Because she ain't going to never put nothing in front of us that ain't quality. Ever. She ain't going to never do that to us. She rocks with us the long way. She ain't going to never do that to us. That's why it's not business. It's personal. Hey, Taronda. That's why. Because the stuff that she presents to y'all, she says she wears herself. You see her wearing her own brand. That's another thing that I talked about last year. Be your brand. Look like what you're advertising. Wear your stuff. There's no time where you should leave the house and you have on something, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, you know, everybody want their other labels and all of the other stuff. But if you are a lash producer, If you sell lashes and you out here wearing the dollar brands out the beauty supply and you got your own brand, there's no way. Right now, I have my own brand of lashes. There's absolutely, positively no way. And see, my brand, my lashes, that's why I don't feel no type of way sharing other people's stuff. Because mine, I hand design my stuff. I personally hand design my stuff. That's why my vendor is in another location. I personally hand design. I hand draw them out. I send the design over to the developer. They develop them. I sign off on them. Then we send it to the manufacturer. You understand what I'm saying? So I will never compare mine to anybody else because we don't have the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Hello, hello. And that's fine. That's why you should never, you know what I'm saying? I'm never threatened by anybody else's business. I love that girl and I love her story. I love watching it. I love, love, love watching people's dream come to fruition from the ground up. Oh my God, I love it. And anything that I can do to ensure that person, another person's dream can come to pass, you better believe I'm going to get it done. I love it. Boy, that thing makes me thrive. You understand me? Which is why I'm on here every week. Because I'm giving you the tools, the tips, and talking about the topics that will get you in business and keep you in business. I am a business mentor. I'm a business coach. MzBee, why in the world are you giving away the goods? Because guess what? Somewhere along the line, when I was pursuing entrepreneurship, somebody made it very hard for me to find out how to do what I do. I had to learn it on my own, and it took me way too long to figure it out. So why would I inflict that on somebody else? It's crazy. That's crazy. Okay? Now, by way of here, when I'm talking to the masses, I can absolutely show you all what to do. Absolutely, I can. If you want to utilize me one-on-one, that means where I'm taking your actual business and I'm customizing it and working the business plan with you and for you, then you will utilize my services. But you shouldn't have to do that unless it's detrimental, unless you get stuck somewhere. And even in that, if you utilize my services, it's only going to be for a little bit because I'm going to get you to a place where you're self-sufficient and you ain't going to have to pay me no more. That's the whole thing. Empowering yourself to prosper. Empowering yourself to prosper. Okay? Empower yourself. Because guess what? All of the resources that I have, they are readily made available for you. Why? Because you have what is known as access. 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 Everything. There's nothing on the face of this earth that is not accessible by way of internet. Okay, Joni, not a problem, honey. There's nothing that you cannot grab hold to. Okay? Again, it might take you longer, but it's doable. If you have access to the internet, you have a whole plethora of information to help you with your business. Problem is, we don't want to take the time to figure it out. We don't want to take the time to research. We want microwavable careers. We want something that we can just put in the microwave and boom, out comes a ready-made $1 million based business. It's not how it works. It takes work. It takes work. I will give you the tools. I give you the tools every week. I'll give you the tools. However, it takes you to put them into action. You got to put them in action. Even if I take over, even if I take and come in and consult you in your business and customize your business for you, guess what? I'm not going to work harder than you. Hey, Tanya, I'm never going to work harder than you. It's not my vision. It's not my dream. I got to see that you working just as hard as I am. Okay? That's what it is. That's what it is, y'all. I just look like this, baby. But I'm a real boss in real life. Okay? In real life. In real life. I work hard. I work very hard. And ain't nowhere in the world anybody gonna attach their vision to me and you ain't gonna work hard yourself. Okay? I'm trying to become director in TLC, and I'm quite sure you can link. Have you contacted Coach Stormy? Have you linked up with her? Have you gotten together with her programs? You assigned yourself to her programs and stuff? Because I believe up on her tutelage, daughter, you can definitely hit that. Because Coach Stormy is a beast. She developed billionaires. Okay? She a beast with it. She's a beast. But the principles of entrepreneurship, it is what it is. Regardless of what the industry is, the base fundamentals and foundation and rules, policies and procedures are the same. I don't care what your field is. I don't care what your specialty is. I don't care what your specialty is. You can do it if you work the system. Work it. Create a system and then work it. Okay? Create a system and then work it. Coach Stormy follows me, Pam. I follow her. She follows me. Yes, ma'am. Instagram. I don't play no games about mine. Okay? It took me forever because no one helped me in entrepreneurship. No one assisted me. When I first stepped out, and I know we're going just a little bit over, but it's okay. When I first stepped out into the field of entrepreneurship, I was on my own. I asked questions of people who had been out there before me. They turned their back because they were afraid that I was gonna do better than them. Here's the thing, and I'm talking about this is people that I worked with, people that I called friend, people who kids call me auntie. You understand what I'm saying? Those ones. You know, you're going to find in business, in any entity, you're going to find that people want you to do good, just not better than them. But see, when I was with them, I was working hard for them. So when I get to my own, do you not think that I'm going to work harder for me? Are you kidding me? Absolutely. I'm shooting to be better than what I was. That's the goal. You mental if you're not. You see what I'm saying? I would never work hard for somebody else than I would work harder for somebody else than I would myself. Never. NEVER, all caps. Okay? I owe me that. I owe me that. I owe me that. Okay? Same thing for you. If you have a vision and you have a dream and you were working tirelessly and diligently, dedicated for somebody else, and you now have a window of opportunity to work your own, you dare not give somebody else more than what you would give yourself. Don't you dare. You owe it to you. You also owe it to your vision, you owe it to your dream, and you owe it to the future people that you are going to impart and encounter and impact down the line. Okay? Don't derail, reroute. We're in a global pandemic. Yes, we are. We're in a global crisis. Yes, we are. But guess what? That crisis don't have to affect you. You can be the calm in the midst of a storm. Stay the course. Stay focused. Don't derail, reroute. Don't derail, reroute. There are other ways. There are other ways to get it done. There are other ways to remain relevant. Learn those ways and put them to work, okay? All right, you guys. Again, if you did not get your book, Make Up With Yourself, definitely order your book to get an autographed copy directly from me. You can get go to the captions go to the captions and you'll see all of the instructions on how to do so. If you want to get your ebook, go to Amazon. The link is right there in the captions as well. Go to Amazon, order your ebook by way of Amazon or Kindle. If you want it in audio form, you can get it from Audible. That is it for today. Again, today's topic was marketing and communication amid COVID-19. You don't have to succumb. Your business does not have to succumb to the coronavirus. No. No. Don't derail, reroute, okay? All right? I love you all. I mean it. Much success to you. Continued success to you, okay? All right? Have a great evening. Have a great week. Meet me here tomorrow for Foodie Fridays with MzBee. Foodie Fridays with MzBee. That's when I'm in the kitchen. I'm cooking up something, you know what I'm saying? We in the house and everything like that. So I'm giving you guys different recipes that you can work and have fun with your family, okay? Peace. Have a good one.